All right, it is the Honeydew Carpenter. This whole past week we have been getting ready for the Honeydew University. It's to kick off in about 4 weeks, and we have been working on this. It is the light and portable rocket mass heating system. Aircrete makes it all possible, and there are three key elements. The 4,000 degree rocket stove firebox. This firebox is made of aluminum cement with ceramic fiber core in it. They turned out awesome. Everything's built around these three elements. The heat riser, and then last but not least, and finally, the double wall insulated stovepipe. Now here I am giving a quick impromptu class to Julie from Dirt Patch Heaven. She's so excited because we're building her stove that's going to go in her house, and I'm just taking her through the process. Honestly, guys, it took me about maybe 15 minutes of instruction from everything, showing her how to keep it perfectly round during the process, to cutting the tabs on the end, folding them in, cutting a perfect circle in it, and then inserting the center pipe in preparation for pouring the aircrete in the gap to make a double-walled aircrete stovepipe. You know, there's just something magic about DIY and doing something yourself and then looking back at what you've built. As I took Julie through this process and showed her, she just jumped right in and was able to build everything herself. This whole thing was a real eye-opener for me as well as we went through the process. Because I just kind of learned that capable girls, guys, it doesn't matter who you are, you can learn to do this stuff. I'm always learning as well. As we went through the process, and especially when we got into the part where we were pouring it, I did it similar to the way that we were doing it last year. And here's an example of that. As I make these instructional videos and as I go through the process, there's going to be some things that come out that I just couldn't have foreseen. Tips and tricks that are going to make the process way easier for you when you go to do your project. Here I'm using centering wedges as a device to hold the center portion in the dead center. Now along comes Mrs. Honeydew and she says, why don't you just use aircrete wedges to hold it in the center, and then once it's poured you don't have to remove them? Well, I thought that was a really good idea. So here I am just cutting some aircrete off of a block that set out all winter, and I just sliced up the little pieces and cut them into the shape I needed so that they would fit and be a perfect wedge to hold the center in. Okay, there's something that's been weighing really heavy on me, just giving me a heavy heart, and I have to deal with it. So I have to demystify the FoamMate. That is the one tool that makes all of these projects possible. And I just want the people out there to know I've been getting hundreds and thousands of emails and messages about what people want and what they need. I look at this montage of all the projects I've done. I've inspired a lot of people to go out and buy a FoamMate, and I just want them to know I am listening and I hear you, and I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, this is a video you are going to want to watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to give you a chance to win a FoamMate, the biggest package one, a large FoamMate with the wand. I've been getting a lot of the same questions over and over, and basically people want a lot more open source information and basic instructions when they get their FoamMate. And so I am going to give that to you. Inside every FoamMate package from here on out, there will be an instructional manual with tips and tricks for using the FoamMate with different types of air compressors. There will be a open source foam solution ratio in there so that you can make a quality foam solution right off the bat, as well as a open source mix for a basic mix design. Okay, so here we go. The 7 basic FoamMate kits available on my Etsy store, and the skill set needed for each type of kit. Okay, level 1. Level 1 would just be your basic purchase of a Foamate PDF. It has all the parts, a complete parts list needed to build your own Foamate, and you can go to your local hardware store and pick them up. My suggestion for most people out there is I buy these things in bulk, and I actually have a kit with all the parts in it for less than $100. And so you would probably be money ahead to just go ahead and get the small Foamate kit, and right away you could be taken off and making foam for your aircrete projects. Okay guys, level 2 is a hard to find parts and in nozzle kit. So every part that you need to build your own foam generating in nozzle is in this kit, and all the hard to find parts are in there as well. So you can put, this is for serious DIYers, you can put your own in nozzle together, and then you can go get your own hose and fit it on any tank of your choosing if you want to make your own tank out of a old propane tank or something like that. Okay, the next level up would be the new in nozzle. It's not in a kit, it's all put together for you. But my suggestion would be go ahead and spend $9 more and buy a full small kit and get it for $98. I just put this product out there because I had already sold a bunch of Foamates, and this in nozzle worked so well. There is some confusion out there as well. I had people ordering the large Foamate and the new in nozzle thinking that they were different, and all new Foamates come with the new in nozzle. Luckily, in all cases where that happened, I was able to get a hold of them and credit them back for the in nozzle. Next level up would be the level 4 DIY small Foamate kit. So the kit comes with everything glued on that requires it be threaded. And so the regulator bulb and the end caps for the tank and everything where threads are required are already done for you. Basically, you just have to glue it together and screw the fittings on and put it together. Very low skill set necessary to put it together. This is by far the best deal. It would cost you about $100 to go out and buy all these parts, and I sell the whole thing for $98 because I buy the parts and stuff in bulk. So this has really been a good option for a lot of people, and I've sold a lot of these kits. All right, the next level up would be level 5. That would be a complete Foamate, a small one. They're $125. It's a really good deal. You plug it in and put the foam solution in, and you're making foam right out of the box. So I do sell quite a few of these because there are a lot of people who just don't want to take the time to put them together. They would rather start on their creative process of making projects. 6 is the next level. A do-it-yourself, put it together yourself large Foamate kit for $145. Saves you about $30 because I don't have to put it together for you. But to be honest with you guys, I've been putting them mostly together for people just to do most of the work. I've been wanting to generate some good reviews on Etsy. So this is a really good option for people who are wanting a Foamate. And once again, all the parts that require threading or whatnot are already glued together and pre-threaded, so it doesn't take a great skill set to put this thing together. The next level up is the large Foamate. It runs it runs $175. It has about a 1.5 gallon tank. It'll make 60-70 gallons of foam. So if you're doing larger projects or want to do some larger projects in the future, I would suggest you to get the big one. It's by far the best seller of everything. So No skill set to put it together, obviously, because it's complete and ready to go and use right out of the box. Yes, I was wrong. I have 8 Foamate products on my Etsy site, and level 8 would be the large Foamate with the wand. Now, the difference between just a normal complete Foamate without the wand and having the wand just makes it a little more manageable when the foam comes out to place it where you want to place it. Um, a normal Foamate puts out foam like this. Both ways work well, but I prefer having a wand on it. It just makes it a nice, smooth foam, and that's what I prefer. We are doing another Foamate giveaway. We're going to give away a large Foamate with a wand accessory. And the way you can be entered in to win that drawing is anybody who puts in a review on Etsy. And my motivation for doing this is I want to find out what people were happy about and what they weren't happy about and try and get better. And so anybody, and I'm going to give it away quick. It's going to happen, and we're going to give it away next weekend. This is Saturday, so we'll give it out next Saturday. We're only going to collect names of people who do reviews for the next 72 hours. So if you want to have your name in a pot to get chosen to win a Foamate, go ahead and put a review in on Etsy. Thanks, guys. Also, be sure and like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications.